Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be playing Crusader Kings 3 still, but we are going to be playing the Elder Kings 2 mod. First time actually playing the mod, so I don't really know a whole lot about it. I did play the one on CK2. I am a fan of Elder Scrolls, although I don't know the lore or anything that well. I've played the games, Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind. Love all three of them, but yeah, I do not know the lore that well. So any of you guys watching, I know there's a lot of you who do follow the channel, who are in the Discord, who do know a lot about the lore of Elder Scrolls, so I will be asking for your support and help and advice as we go through this and what you think we should be doing. And anyone new finding the channel for the first time, who are fans of Elder Kings, I welcome you to join the Discord or down in the comments below and tell us what we should be doing and where we should be going. For our starting character, I'm going to go for Chieftain Torg, Gro-Brog, just because I always used to like playing as the orcs in Skyrim. I don't know why, and I just find them cool. So, and it starts off quite small, a hard start apparently. So yeah, let's go for that. It's quite central, so we are going to be going for that. So Chieftain Torg, Gro-Brog, 23-year-old Duke of Spellscar, tribal as well, as we're an orc. Love how they've managed to make all these different ethnicities and cultures and such. It looks amazing, the orcs do. It looks really cool. Gives me great hope for the Game of Thrones mod, which is obviously what I play most, for when the White Walkers and the children of the forest and giants and such do come into the game. But looking at our character then, so the dynasty of Rubedite. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Blood of the Scarlet Vein. Our faith is 10 Iron Oaths, and our culture is Iron Orc. I believe there's Mountain Orc as well, isn't there? You'll have to tell me the difference and what's what with that, because I've got no idea. We are Blood of the Scarlet Vein, the Rubedite clan of Iron Orcs, carved out their seat on the back of the eponymous ore. Saddled with comfortable wealth and strong war bands, Torg Gro-Brog is at a crossroad. The tribesfolk chafe under his mild temper, such as Amethyst to the stubborn and ruthless Osh Onrim Paragon. His own father once said he was a timid goat spawned by a fierce boar. Chieftain Brog was no prolific orc, leading Torg to accede the chiefdom unopposed. Will Torg collapse when faced with Osh Onrim expectations of rulership, or will you toe the line between his true self and duty? Well, let's find out. Yep, we will see how things go. So, I've got no idea what we're doing. Looks like we've only got a county, which is going to be interesting. What we're going to do with the playthrough, no idea. We'll make it up as we go along. As we're orcs, maybe unite all the lands of the Iron Orcs, maybe the Mountain Orcs as well. I don't know whether they go together. You guys have to tell me what you think we should do, where we should go. We'll have a look at our court and such, see what opportunities are open to us, and see where we go from there. So it says that we're the only heir, so I don't think we're going to have any siblings or anything like that. I know the orcs don't have massive families anyway, am I right in saying that? They don't breed as much as humans and other races. So we start here in Rubedite. Oh, we do have a daughter and an heir. Glathert Gra-Torg. Okay. We need to choose our lifestyle focus, so we're right here in Spellscar. Interesting, some sort of like impassable terrain here in the middle. You'll have to let me know is that a scar from a spell, I'm guessing from the name? No idea. And we've got the province of Lake Teeth, which is actually ours as well, so we don't have a vassal. As I said, we're quite central, so I believe the Empire is over here, isn't it? It's in the Heartlands. Oh yeah, awesome. They've actually got that. That looks awesome. Skyrim's to the north, isn't it? Morrowind. Is Morrowind this one over here, I believe? As I said, very sketchy on my knowledge of Elder Scrolls, so you will have to bear with me on that and help me learn. So let's have a look at our character before we make any decisions, see what we're working with. So, as we were new, we're 23. We are married to High Chief Dith Orgathar, who is 30. Both Iron Oath, Iron Orcs. Iron Oath is the faith, okay. We're stubborn, paranoid, lustful, a brilliant strategist, so that's useful. And the ritual birth sign, which gives us a small health boost and a +1 intrigue. Nice. So we've got decent martial, decent stewardship, decent intrigue, which is good. Well, we have 2 daughters. So our first daughter, Glaffert Gra, gluttonous, wrathful, just, pensive. So not an amazing heir, really, to be honest. Stewardship focus, which is something different, I suppose. And our other child is a son. So it doesn't matter whether you're male or female for the heir then, which is interesting. Tumafag Gro. He's all round. He's got the quick trait as well, which is also interesting and good. So he isn't of age yet for the education, so we'll leave him for now. She's got the stewardship education, so we will need to find her a guardian, which I suppose could be us. Even though we've got the martial education background, we do have decent stewardship, so we could always take her on. Oh, we have a secondary spouse. Hi, Chieftain Grashbag of Rubidite. Oh, he's a male. Also, our character's bisexual, it would seem. Interesting. Okay, so we have a husband who's decent in stewardship as well, actually. And what is our wife good at? Our main spouse. Wow, she's intelligent, but she's got really bad education. A Tund, which adds to her magicka, which is nice. She's sadistic, content, and just. So not amazing, I suppose. We do need to pick our lifestyle, which is martial, as we know, and considering we're a strategist, we'll go with that strategy focus. Why not? And we're currently a plunderer. Land raids, we raid speed pretty well, and sacred raids as well. So yeah, because we're tribal, we've got the raiding, which is awesome. Oh, there's actually a magic lifestyle tree, which is pretty cool. Definitely have to look into that at some point. I'll try and keep it simple for now, though, as we don't really know what we're doing. So we need to designate a guardian for our heir. She was good at stewardship, wasn't she? We're the best person in court at stewardship, so we may as well go for it ourselves. We'll not be trained in the arts of magicka, as the child's culture neither has the confined magical studies, lunar mysteries, or schools of magic innovations. Interesting. We can create an accolade. Not much we want to do with that. We can station our men-at-arms regiments. We do have 2 men-at-arms regiments, bowmen and armoured footmen. Well, let's put our armoured footmen in our capital, and we'll station our bowmen over here in Lake of Tifa. So we do actually have 3 provinces in each counter, so we can expand and maybe build there. Probably not something we're going to be doing yet, so we don't really have a lot of money. We're not endorsed by our court priest, and we're not employing a court physician. 2 things we probably need to look into. And we can hire a court mage, which is interesting. We've not got many champions either, so let's have a look at our council. We can get our wife to either help in court politics or manage domain. She's good at both of those. We're quite good at stewardship ourselves anyway, but yeah, we'll go for stewardship so we can bring a bit more income in, which we're probably going to need. As we're tribal, we're not really going to need to have to fabricate claims, are we? So we'll stick with religious relations. Considering we're not endorsed by you, can we start a scheme to try and sway you and get our priest on side? Our chancellor is our husband, who's good at stewardship, and she's terrible at stewardship, our mother, so we should probably swap them for now. And she's not very good at diplomacy either, so hopefully we've got a better diplomat. Our marshal and champion, well, we're going to leave him as a marshal. We've got our spy master, who's got 0 intrigue, so if we swap them 2 again, because they're better at diplomacy, just rather than firing, so we can get around to losing those penalties. Yeah, we've got our best person there for that now. We'll leave you collecting taxes. We'll leave you on foreign affairs, because there's not really much going on domestically. We'll leave our marshal and champion doing his thing, organising the army. And then our spy master, do we have a better option for spy master? Only our marshal. Oh, and our courtier Alga here, but do we really want to keep our mother on side, really? Probably leave her with it for now, and neither of these are actually got a education in that, so we probably do need to get ourselves a spy master at some point if we can, someone a little bit better. Sorry if I'm going a little bit slow. It's just, as I said, it's my first time playing this mod, so I want to make sure that I'm seeing everything that's going on and trying to learn what we're doing. So we do need a court physician apparently, don't we? So let's start a search for that. Apparently we needed a court mage, so we'll start a search for that. Or is that not something an orc would do? I don't know. We'll do it. Let me know if I'm wrong. We do need more champions, but we can't really afford them. We could invite some debutants, I suppose, to get some... Try and see if we can get some decent people and courtiers within our court by doing that. What decisions do we have that we can make as an orc then? Found a holy order, adopt autocratic ways, consecrate bloodline, strengthen bloodline, cast off perished status, adopt children, form a kingdom. Interesting. So, what have we actually got around us land-wise? The Blackcaster Mages Guild. Okay. We've got this to the north, which is another orc kingdom, Chieftain Yatta, and then we've got the Scar, Chieftain Yulang of Scar, so they've both got decent opinion of us. Both, I'm guessing, going to be tribal too. Wow, 906 men. How many men does this guy have? 500. How much manpower do we have? Over 1100. Okay, so we've got stronger than those two. Are these other ones bordering us going to be orcs too? No, they're going to be. Are they going to be Nordic? Old gods, reach folk, of course. Yeah, reach folk. I kind of know the map in this area after a lot of Skyrim. Lothnar. Oh, what we've got here? Little goblins. Interesting. These designs are incredible. Awesome. Okay, so we've got goblins. Are these other ones goblin? Oh no, we've got another orc area here in Skyreach. Dragonstar is Nordic. Okay. Are any of these other ones orcs? No. And then, wow, he looks awesome. Wormcourt. Interesting. So, duchy title. So, ours is a duchy anyway then, which is interesting. We've got duchy here, duchy. Is there like a kingdom in this area then? Dragentail is the kingdom of this area then. Oh no, we're actually not in Dragentail. Oh, so we're actually part of this kingdom instead. I'm not sure I want to go fighting mages to the south, and we're part of the bigger kingdom of Hammerfell. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know Hammerfell, yeah, interesting. So maybe a good place to start would be uniting the orcs, I don't know, into one big tribe. It'd make us stronger. Put us in a much better position. As if we've got cultures, there's not a lot of orcs around. So we've got iron orcs all here in this region. Mountain orcs next door here. I don't know if they're supposed to mix. You'll have to let me know before we go that way. Goblins as well. And lots of other little different cultures and such about. So I think, yeah, uniting the iron orcs might not be a bad idea for our first aim. Is there more iron? I know that it looks like there's a lot of different mountain orc tribes spread out all over the shop in very, very small patches. Pretty much, yeah, all over the place, wherever there's mountains. But it doesn't seem like there's any more iron orcs. So are we like the only iron orcs that are around in this area? Oh, we've got wood orcs as well, which is interesting. So let's learn a little bit more about, where are we again? We're up here, aren't we? Learn a little bit more about the faith and the culture of the Iron Orc. Renounce their peaceful ways after Nedic aggression. So we've got our own language, our own aesthetics. We like forlorn peace, stronghold culture, garrison smiths, dry land dwellers, only the strong. Reform Iron Orc. Yeah, let's have a look at the faith then. Our faith. Oh, we've actually got a holy site within our land, Spellscar, the holy site of Spellscar. And there's one just here to the north in Exarch as well. Is there any other holy sites for us around, or are they literally only in this area? So I think, yeah, definitely, if we try and unite these lands, then that probably is going to be the best course of action for us to begin with. Do we have any royal court or such? No. Activities is just the usual stuff. No point doing a pilgrimage when it's in our land anyway that we want to be going for. Can take another spouse. Do we want to do that? Maybe we wait until see if we get some better options for that. So we could go raiding, but we've got decent money. I'd like to try and make ourselves stronger off the bat and try and unite the orcs. So can we just go and declare war on you? Seems like we can. Yeah, we can try and subjugate you, but it costs too much in prestige, and we can only do it once per lifetime. But we can literally just conquer the county because it's just one county, so it would be easy to do, and it costs us 18 piety, but we've got a ton of piety, so we've got more money. We've got double the amount of manpower. He doesn't have any allies, we don't have any allies, so it should be fairly straightforward. So let's declare war on Ilfag to the north. We'll raise all our men. We do have 2 men-at-arms regiments as well, which is going to hopefully give us some power. We've got Desert Warrior here, Bach, our commander, who is a brilliant strategist as well, so he's probably going to be better to use him than actually using ourselves. What is our own? Do we have any of our own commander traits? We don't. We've got more prowess, so more commander advantage, and he's our commander champion anyway, so he's going to be with us. So yeah, well let's lead the host ourselves. We've got 1,100 men. Let's march north. Debutants have arrived. Talented debutants have been gathered from across the realm and presented before you. After careful consideration, the court has come to the consensus that the most qualified to join your court would be among Mabgrubga, Stuga, or Urzul. Let's have a look then. So we've got you, who, wow, yeah, only 16 because you're a debutant. You are rough terrain expert, misguided warrior. We seem to have a lot of military characters, so let's see. Urzul is fairly similar, really, but she does have good intrigue. We did want an intrigue character. And then we've got a thrifty clerk who's got decent diplomacy. Stuga. Stuga's probably the better option, in my opinion. Decent diplomacy, decent martial. She's a thrifty clerk, but then her stewardship is pretty woeful because she is generous, so she's not got the best of traits for what you'd want, but she's probably got the best overall points total, so I'm going to go with her. Why not? We could always take her on as a secondary spout. And we've had a court physician. This world is full of dangers, even to a high chieftain, and his court, as per my request, my servants have inquired after recommendations. Now they have assembled a few options to choose from. So we've got, apparently Goroth is quite experienced, or Ophagor seems enthusiastic if nothing else, or both of them fail to impress us. So let's have a look. So we've got our court mage arrive as well. So our court physician, Gurath, is sadistic, trusting, and humble. Charismatic negotiator, physician, herbalist, and the tower birth sign, 10 learning, 15 diplomacy. As for Ophagor, he's a tough soldier, gluttonous, impatient, brave. So yeah, I think, like the game suggests, I think our better option probably is Goroth. So, it costs us 50 gold to take him on. He has a monthly salary as well of 0.1 gold, but we haven't got one. So does that mean we're going to have to pay to get a court mage as well then? This world is full of dangers, even to our high chieftain and his court. As per my request, my servants have been inquiring after recommendations. Now they've assembled a few options to choose from. So we've got Erbzag, who looks a lot older than 39. Do orcs not live to be that old, or is she just very old looking? And do we have to? Yeah, we have to pay to get these as well. We can't really afford it at present. She's an apprentice magician, the mage birth sign, acute, logician, misguided warrior, forgiving, patient, and craven. And then Togbrig is not as good as her, but he is a fortune builder, but we're not getting you in for that. For now, we'll leave it. Neither fail to impress me because we don't really have a lot of wealth, so let's leave our court mage for now. We've got a physician. We've sorted our council out a bit better, so we'll see what happens. What's this army here? Is it a neutral? Yeah, it's a neutral army that's going to go raiding by the looks of it. Let's see what they plan on doing first, because if they attack this army first for us, they might weaken each other. Either way, one of them's going to get weakened, aren't they? So we'll see what they do. It may help us. And yeah, it looks like they are going to march this way. So they might do the work for us, and then we don't really want them to raid the land though, because we kind of want the land. Enemy ally joins Chieftain Snushbesh. Chieftain Snushbesh who we're fighting. Yeah, so they've managed to get an alliance now. Who is the ally and how powerful are they? Well, no, it's saying that they're not, so I don't know. No one's actually joined by the looks of it. Let's march up here and see. As it's not our, will we not actually get in a fight, because it's going to attack them because they're raiding them, isn't it? So yeah, so technically we're not even going to get in a scrap with them, which is good. What about these black caster mages here to the south? Are these a threat? Are these dangerous? Neighbouring ruler. Offer hostage, demand hostage, exchange hostages. We can try and learn their language, try and sway them. We'll keep an eye on them. Don't know anything about them. Hopefully it's not something that's going to hurt us. But we are going to have to siege this land, which could take some time, which is fine. Is our other son of our son, sorry, of age yet? No. Got our one relationship, so we're not a lover with either of our spouses. We've got a guest here, Ashgara, who is strong and a cautious leader. She's pretty good. She's got an inheritable trait. Can we take her on as a second spouse, possibly? No, not interested. Okay. The partition of Skyrim. After the death of High King Logrolf, Skyrim was broken into two halves. The new hold supported the new Western Pretender, while the old holds threw their support behind the daughter of the last High King. Now, after years of uneasy peace and Cold War, the two claimants of the old throne, Yazgramor, met and marked the end of this conflict. High King Svarta and High Queen Freydis recognized each other as High King of Western Skyrim and High Queen of Eastern Skyrim, respectively. Only time will tell if this peace will last, or if one side will try to one day claim the old High Kingdom for their own. A land divided, but a land at peace. Okay, interesting. So we've got two kingdoms in Skyrim. It looks a lot more broken up than that to me. So yeah, we've got High King here. So where's the High Queen? Eastern Skyrim High Queen. Western Skyrim. So they don't own all of Skyrim, because obviously you've got Winterhold and Whiterun and everything like that. The Rift and the Reach over here. So yeah, they're not got... We're actually quite close to them as well. So it'd be interesting to see if that plays any part in what we're doing. And there are mountain orcs over there. Whether they're linked to us, I don't know. I need to do some research. Hopefully I'll learn as I play as well. And we have nearly besieged this, which is good. So it will be an easy war to win, and we will expand our lands pretty quick. What's this here? An enemy army marching to attack. But we have won, and we have captured Chieftain Snushbesh, who's only 13. So could we keep her as like a hostage? Can ransom her apparently. What for? For 50 gold? Well, we've got all of your land, so can we take the 50 gold and then can we still win the war, do we think? Because once you're unlanded, you're going to be worth nothing, can't you? Yeah, so we've managed to ransom you to take the 50 gold and we can still win, so we may as well make the most of that gold. And there we go, we've doubled the size of our land instantly. I definitely want to take this Scar, because I'm pretty sure that's where the... yeah, where we had this other holy site, so I do want to try and get that. Let's disband our host. For now, what have we got here? Current decisions. We can declare 4 wars. Archmage Felix of Blackcastle. I don't know that Blackcastle. I don't know anything about it, but just the sound of it sounds intimidating. Yeah, I know we're not endorsed by our priest, and we have low control here, which is to be expected. So let's send our marshal back. Bit of a beast, this guy. Let's send him to increase our control in this area. He's not married. Can we find him a spouse? One with a inheritable trait, maybe? Could be interesting if we can get him one. Acute. She's young and an Iron Orc, so she could do. Chieftain Yulang's Court Mage. Oh, maybe we could make her our Court Mage when she comes to court then. Which would be interesting. So, how strong is Scar? They've got 600 men. We're now going to have a decent amount. To the Serene High Chieftain Torg of Rubedite, I accept your marriage proposal. Your courtier, Beck, and my acquaintance, Yatular, will be joined in holy matrimony. May the stones bless their union. Excellent. Did we get our secondary spouse? Oh, no, they wouldn't accept, would they? The one that we looked into. Son's still not of age. Could find a spouse for our wife, our daughter, I suppose. A mountain orc. Code of Malakuf. He's a genius. He's actually willing to accept that marriage matrimonially as well. So that's one to look out for. But is it a good thing to mix Iron Orcs and Mountain Orcs? I don't know. So I'm going to let you guys decide on that before we do go with that. But that would probably be a decent match. And there are others with some decent traits. So it would be nice to get some of those on our side. It'd be nice to get like the Herculean and the strength traits with us being orcs. That'd be pretty cool. Is there any spouses that we could go with that would get us alliance power? No, because I suppose we're the most powerful orcs in the Iron Orcs now, though, aren't we, really, with 2 lands. I might go straight for Scar just to get that more manpower under our control earlier. Or do I wait off? Hold off. No, I think we will. Let's do that. Oh, did that say we can offer vassalage? That's an option for us, is it? He's not willing to accept. What about if we say, like, oh, yeah, no obligations, regular obligate? No. Okay, you can do quite a lot with the vassalization, which is interesting. We'll just do it the old-fashioned way then and conquer your county. Get that other holy site. We have both holy sites of the Iron Orcs under our control then. Got a decent amount of manpower. Misleads of the Spymaster. In the evening, Spymaster Ogrilla, isn't that our mother, sits in the dimly lit council room. Her gaze and quill are focused upon inconspicuous expense reports. Yet, beside her lie clay moulds with the royal stamp, which would only be needed if she intended to defraud the realm. To think that a woman of her position would dare act so disgracefully under the eyes of the stones. Disgracefully, but skillfully. Had I not caught her in the act, nobody would have been any wiser to her scheme. I've seen enough. To the dungeons with you. Teach me to forge documents and I will show you mercy. We gain intrigue, lifestyle experience. Do we need that? I suppose we could. Or we could get a weak hook and 50 gold by... Those funds are meant for me, right? A bit of money. Sweep it under the carpet. Or do we want the... Do we need intrigue lifestyle points? We do have decent intrigue, actually. So that might not be the worst idea, actually. We do have a bit of money anyway. We can go raiding. So yeah, I'm going to do that. And we can get some... Maybe get some intrigue focus points as well then. Let's unite our 2 hosts together, which are very even in number, and then we can march straight up into the mountain of Scar here. I really like this little valley, like deserty. Well, I say deserty, this bit where we are here is deserty, but the rest looks quite lush, mountainous and green, which is nice. Scandalous Priest. The Iron Oath's world was shocked to learn that my court priest, Gohazug, was discovered to not actually believe in the Iron Oath's teaching, seeing them merely as a convenient political tool. Well, that's very nice, isn't it, considering he didn't endorse us. While scandals among the overseers are nothing new, it is disquieting for one to occur so close to home. Condemn him for transgressions. Defend his character publicly, or maybe I should just say silent about this. No, we will go for the top option, where we gain some piety. And 10 Iron Oaths further decreased by 10. Yeah, we'll go for that. So let's merge our hosts together now and march into these new lands. Is he still our priest? Because that's a bit bad, really, isn't it? If he's apparently a fraud. We can't dismiss him. So that's interesting. No, I don't want to host a grand tournament. Maybe when we've united the Orc clans, we can have a grand feast or tournament or melee or something to celebrate the Orcs being one. Child benefits from spouse's tutelage, which is good, likely to receive a good education. Expectations, you are always there for me, and I hope you know that I am grateful. My daughter and heir, Glafford, approaches me in a rare display of appreciation. Nice. We get a weak hook on her, or this is what it means to be a guardian. Yeah, we'll go closer to forming a friendship and increasing the opinion. Shouldn't really need a hook, should we? Oh, and there's the actual host of the land that we're fighting. I've got Skyreach. Was that a Orc land as well? Yes, it was. What are they doing then? Currently raiding goblins. Yes, yes, they are. Oh, and this fort level is not too strong for us. We are going to be able to siege it down, but it's going to take a long time. And they're actually going to march on and try and attack us, so that works perfectly in our favour because we're up now in the mountains, aren't we? So we are going to get that bonus. And we're going to get that nice score points. The armour and everything looks awesome on these Orcs. They look really cool. They look quite different to our Orcs, actually. Are they the same? Oh no, my priest has passed away. What a shame. And we've got a new court priest who doesn't seem that keen on his either. And he's 63, so Orcs do seem to live a bit longer. We will try and sway him now then, start a scheme so we can get him endorsed. Well, get endorsed by him, sorry. Victory in the Battle of Scar. We can designate a guardian now for our son, so let's have a look at him. He's best in stewardship and diplomacy. He's got bossy, which is better for stewardship, so yeah, stewardship would be the better case, and he's also quick. Educate child. Who have we got that's best at steward? It's us again, so we'll educate him ourselves, I suppose. Level of fame below expected level of fame. Okay, well, we're working on that. We're working on it. It's going to just take a long time to siege this land down. I hope we've got enough manpower to do it. Well, who's this army here? A Jarl from somewhere. Old Tales, my gate pauses as I descend into the cellar. I fancy I can hear a voice. Yes, there it is. I spy my mother, Agrula, beside a fire, grandly holding her grandchild, Glafford. Enraptured with a story, I listen in as well, catching only stray passages. Agrula is recounting some tales from a life well lived, and the stories of ties both new and old clearly ring very true with Glafford, whose mouth hangs excitedly agape. May I join this merry circle? We improve our child's learning, which is good, or we can leave it and there's 20% chance that it could improve anything. What's her learning at the minute? 5. 5. Yeah, we'll go with that and we get elder advice. We'll go with that option. Seems the better option. Decent amount of money at least. Hopefully we get some money from this siege as well. So we can hopefully build some keeps in some of these empty provinces that we've got around this lake here. It's going to be a hell of a long siege, unfortunately. We're halfway through, though. It does soon go. Is that the enemy army? No, it's a neutral army. Jarl Gormlaith of Dragonstar. Are these tribal as well? Is that what they're doing? Are they currently raiding these lands? And a faction created against us. Okay, let's have a look what that... Oh, it's gone. Didn't last long. I should have read it, really. I crossed it off without even reading. I do that a lot. Let's speed things up so we can get this under our control a little bit quicker. Ilfag's Undertower. So it looks like we've got a few things there. Fort level 2. What's this fort level then? This one seems to be pretty decent that we're up here trying to get. We have almost won the siege. Oh, they're going to attack us again. That's fine. It'll get us a bit more war score. A question of loyalty. My wife, High Chieftain Orgotha, is with child, and I should be overjoyed. However, she has been acting strange, and I can't shake the feeling that something is wrong. I would not put it past her to bear someone else's child simply to torture me. Well, that sounds like a lovely marriage that we've got here. I must be the father, surely. We'll look into it discreetly because I don't want to gain the stress and I don't want to confront her directly because chances are we're just paranoid. It happens a lot. Suspicions laid to rest. It seems that my fears may have been unfounded. Despite every effort on the part of my spies, I found no indication that High Chief Death Orgotha has been unfaithful. Unfortunately, she has found out about my suspicions and is very disappointed in me. And, oh no, our main commander's been imprisoned, which is a shame. I thought we were leading the host anyway. Do we have any siege leaders? I don't think we do. We have an unyielding leader. We don't have a lot, really. So the brash High Chieftain Torg, I have been corresponding with your Chancellor, Alga, and it has been a shameful diplomatic display. You are not the man I thought you were. This has to be a terrible misunderstanding. Oops. Might want to improve our relationship with them then, considering they're our southern neighbour. And they have a decent amount of manpower. But we have managed to capture a valuable prisoner, as well as taking these lands. We've got some gold from it. We can ransom them for 50 gold as well, which we will do before ending the war, just to get a little bit of free money. And then we will enforce our demands. Perfect. And we can create a duchy now, which is nice. Nice to see. Let's disband our host. And our champion is home, which is good. Good to see. Let's put him back on our council in that role. Because, yeah, we need to increase our control, because we've got very, very low control in these areas at present. What's the goblin host doing there? And these, I don't know what's going on to the... They are fighting each other by the looks of it. Is it a war or is it a raid? They are defending against Jarl Gormalith of Dragonstar in the holy war for the chiefdom of Lofnana. So they are going for a holy war against them. Interesting. So I do want to try and take Skyreach pretty quickly then, with that being an Iron Orc land before somebody else takes it. I won't do it just yet, but I do want to take it as... Any of these other ones? Iron Orc land? I don't think so. Not at present. So at least we've took that though, and we've got those two holy sites now, which is awesome. How much is it for us to create the duchy? 125 gold. So we do have enough. Gives us 300 prestige, and it will give us a little bit more legitimacy over this land. So we will do it. Perfect. And you can create the tribe of Valley of Scars. So that's what we are now, the tribe of Valley of Scars. Nice. That's obviously our dynasty, but I'd rather see it as the realm instead. So High Chieftain Torg Gro-Brog of the Rubedite tribe of the tribe of Valley of Scars. And we've got loads of chiefdoms and such now. We're not over any sort of domain limit though, so that's good. Now that we've got the High Lordship though, we could have some vassals which would get hopefully our control up in that area. But we'll wait and see. Or we actually have... Do we have something in our artifacts? No. Well, that would have been cool if we did. We can still take that secondary spouse. Do we have more people in our court now? We do have several prisoners. Can ransom for hooks. So yeah, we'll do that. Why not? Just for some hooks. We can ransom you for a hook. And we can ransom you for a hook. Don't really want to be killing our own people if we can help it. Let's have a look at our council now then. Now that we're going to have more courtiers. Do we have anyone better? So we have you, who's way better at diplomacy, but you're actually a thrifty clerk. Do we have a better steward? No. I very much doubt we've got a better martial character. We haven't. Spy master we might have now, though. No, we actually don't really, where it's worthwhile changing them. So we'll leave it as it is, I think. But I think we will end the first episode here. We've achieved quite a bit. We've managed to create our first High Lordship, or our first Duchy. You have to excuse if I use the Game of Thrones terminology a lot. I probably will do that a lot, so I apologise. Thank you all for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to leave a like and comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already if you did enjoy, especially if you're new here and you enjoyed what you see. And yeah, make sure you fill me in on this Elder Scrolls lore, whether that's in the Discord or in the comments down below. I want to learn more about who we're playing as and the history of them and what it is that would be a good long-term goal to do with this character and with this race. So yeah, thank you once again, and I'll see you all hopefully very soon for my next video.